So, DeMar DeRozan reminds me of LaMarcus Aldridge.
What? Since when?
Oh Kiddan! Yo, what up, people? I don't namaste, kamcho, assalamu alaikum, and sister. What up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Oh Kiddan podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys like, subscribe, share, follow all of that on all social media platforms at Oh Kiddan. What up, Tej Pops?
What up, Tej? What's good, brother? Good, my man? Chilling?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Back for another episode.
Yep.
Right? Another couple weeks, another episode.
Yep.
Putting that grind work in.
Yep.
Them reps in.
Yep.
Putting in them reps. Yeah. All right, sir. Why are we here today? What are we doing? What's going on? What's the plan?
So first, I want to talk about the glass we have.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty simple, but
I mean, it's the basics.
it's the traditional water.
It's the basics.
It's Bonnie.
It's Barney.
Water.
It's H2O.
Yeah.
It's the element and the source of life, right? It's the element of life where things can't survive without this.
Yeah.
Right? We did an episode where we talked about a lot of food.
Yep.
We talked about how, this and that food. And listen, the human body can go without food for a couple of days and still live.
Yep.
Still function somewhat.
Yep.
But if you can't go a day without water, though.
Yep.
If you don't have water, what is it, 8 glasses a day or something like that, right?
Yeah.
About 8 glasses a day. So if you don't have water, your body will start shutting down.
Yep.
It's the fundamentals. It's the basics.
Yep.
It's the essence of life.
A basic layout.
So that's why we say, you know what? We're going to do just simple water.
Yep.
Just water. So, and water, listen, man, nothing like a nice glass of water on a hot day.
Yep.
Right? Coming out from ball and or take a shower, we take it in water. Right? You wash your face in water. You don't use all the juices and drinks, right?
Juices. Mountain juice on your face.
Oh my God, no. Right? No. So, water.
Yep.
It's got to be water.
Yep.
All right. So, sir, we talked about the glass. We do have some non-basics or basics depending on your taste.
Yep.
Of
we got the Oreos.
We got the Oreos, but these are not just regular Oreos.
These are double stuffed.
These are double stuffed Oreos. So we went healthy here, but we went to a very unhealthy here.
Yep.
Right. I'm not a big Oreo eater. I think you're the big Oreo fan.
No.
So
of the whole house, probably.
Probably the whole house. Well, no, your siblings like Oreos. They do. And every time your friends come over.
But I bet I like it more than them.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. When your friends come over here, y'all got super excited when we pull the Oreos out.
I know.
So here we are. We got some sugar.
Yeah.
We got some water.
Yep.
To wash that sugar down with. What are we doing today? What's the plan?
So today is a basketball themed episode.
Basketball themed episode.
Yep.
Okay.
So today we're gonna.
Oops.
Today's topic is he reminds me of.
He reminds me of.
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, it doesn't have to be current.
What does that mean, though? Let's get a little deeper more into it.
Yeah, it means that this player that's playing or that has played reminds me of this player.
Okay. So a current player or some player who came after a previous player reminds you of somebody who was a past or player.
Yep.
Right, basically. So interesting. So it could be like a my era player. Because I started watching in the mid-90s, early mid-90s.
Yep. But
a player before then, it could remind me of that person. Or a current player, a future player, reminded me of somebody in the mid-90s, or whatever the case is, right?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Done.
All right. So
But can we get something, like clear something out right up front?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Like when you approach me with this concept, this topic, because every time like I make lists, right? And or these lists, so top this and top that and my favorite.
Yep.
I always try, unless it's that theme or that topic, I always try not to use the big three.
Yep.
Michael, Kobe,
and LeBron.
Yep. I try to steer away because we all know, like it's the obvious choice. Everyone has them in some part of their list.
So that's kind of the same thing what I'm doing.
Okay.
Except I have them, but I'm going to use them last.
Sure. Like it's okay to have them here and there. But like to say that, I like everything. Yeah, listen, Kobe was this new generation, Kobe was their MJ.
Yeah.
That was their favorite player.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like say, oh, he's so and so. No, but we're gonna try to not do easy layups.
Yeah.
Let's have a little bit of a contested mid range.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Every now and then you got to layup. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you want to start us off?
Nah, you can start.
I got
off.
my list.
You can start off.
You want me to start us off?
Yep.
Oh, you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
And I forgot. Totally forgot this.
This one important element of this. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
This is. Wait, is it or no?
Go ahead. You want to do this draft style?
No.
So if I say something, you can't use the guy. How you want to do this? We're gonna make a decision right here, right now on the pod. Live episode. What are we doing?
Let's put a twist and let's do draft style.
I like it. Let's do
draft style.
Okay, let's do draft style. But let's just say if we pick one or the other, then if you have something to add, by all means, add to it.
Do we get one pass?
No.
No, 0.
No pass.
Bet.
Pass.
I know for what is it called? I know for a fact that you do not have some of mine.
That's fine. We'll see. But like we all said that if let's say you pick somebody and I also have them, now I can't use them. Like I can jump in and just add my little piece to it.
Yeah.
And vice versa. You do your part, right?
Yep.
Just to kind of like add a little bit more flavor to it.
Yep.
The other thing is that we don't have a number like 5 you, 5 me.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go, and then when our producers tell us, hey, it's time to wrap it up.
Yep.
You gotta listen to the boss, right?
Yeah.
when they put the sign goes up, it's time to wrap it up. So we're gonna try to be mindful of that, not disrespect them, not upset anybody. We still want to come back next episode.
Yeah.
so keep everybody happy.
Yep.
Right. All right. Cool.
All right.
So you want me to go first, still?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm putting the challenge on myself.
Woo. Okay, that's fine. Because I'm gonna go with somebody, and I would have thought you would have went with him, but I'm gonna go with him.
All right.
And this guy to me doesn't generally or necessarily have a one-to-one counter like one-to-one that he reminds you of completely like this guy. However, he's probably the closest version of reminding me of this guy, or has the potential of reaching that level. He's not there yet.
Okay.
He's not there yet, but he has the closest potential of 1, reaching, and 2, surpassing.
Okay.
And those are some big, big shoes to fill.
Yep.
And speaking of big, he's got a huge shoe himself.
Actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I might know what this is.
And I'm gonna take it a step further. All right.
Okay.
So first, I'm gonna do the funnier version.
Okay.
Victor Wembanyama
Knew it.
reminds me of an NBA 2K creative player.
What? I mean, literally, I play.
That's what he reminds me of.
I play NBA 2K. I have Victor Wembanyama on my team. Oh my god, I can kick the ball to him anytime.
Correct.
Like, get him in the paint. Like, even if he's at the 3-point line, give him the ball.
Right.
Drive on whatever center. I don't care if it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Drive on him and just shoot it over him.
It's automatic.
Yes.
Right. It's practically automatic.
Yeah, and he can shoot the 3 ball.
Correct. And he's athletic as anything.
Yeah.
So the guy, now for real, like I think besides that, right? And he's an NBA 2K creative player.
Yeah.
That's if you were to create a player and give him every attribute, max out.
Yeah.
There's the guy.
Yep.
He basically jumped out of that game into real life.
Yep.
It's insane. So, but for a closest living person now,
Yep.
I think he is a very close version of, and close and potentially can be a better version of Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Yes.
I think Kevin Durant is great.
Yeah.
Right. Pure scorer, insane work ethic.
Yep.
And the guy, I mean, listen, say whatever you want about Kevin Durant, feel however you want, whatever way you feel about him. But if somebody was to say you have the opportunity to get Kevin Durant on your team, I know you are not going to say no to that, right? Listen, everybody and anybody wants Kevin Durant.
Yeah, unless the trade is for Michael Jordan or somebody.
Well, right. But even I'm talking about now though.
Yeah.
Right. Kevin Durant's one of those guys who can pick what team he goes to. Not many guys can do that. He's one of those guys. And if you could say whatever you want about, the 2 rings he has and whether they're rings you count, you don't, you feel that whatever you feel the way about him, right?
Yep.
If somebody said you have the opportunity to get Kevin Durant on your team, you will absolutely say, yes, please.
Yep.
Right? I am willing to bet 95% of people will say, yes, absolutely.
Yep.
So that's why I think Victor reminds me of Kevin Durant.
Okay. So I had Wemby.
I'm sure you did. That's why I took him.
But it was somebody else.
Okay.
So Wemby he's not there yet. Also, Wemby reminds me of Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq? How?
Like, he can score anytime he wants in the paint.
So in terms of dominance?
Not dominance, but scoring. In the paint, it's an automatic bucket, both
But their
of them.
games are so different.
They are, but Wemby...
Shaq can't shoot outside.
You don't understand. I'm talking about the paint.
Okay. Oh,
just
strictly
the paint. Yes.
Ah.
They both can score whenever they want in the paint.
In the paint. Okay.
Yes.
But Shaq did it with brute force, whereas Wemby's a little more finesse.
Yes, but
the concept of getting a bucket, they both can get a bucket anytime they want, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
So I had him.
Doesn't matter how they get a bucket, but they get a bucket.
So I had him, and I am going to pick Kyrie Irving. Reminds me of white chocolate.
Oh, Jason Williams?
Jason Williams.
Oh, man. Okay.
Kyrie.
Okay. So Kyrie Irving reminds me
because his handle, his game, and he can also pass like Jason. Okay. He can also shoot. Jason could shoot. He could also shoot like Jason.
Jason couldn't shoot like that.
Kind of, but he can hit a mid-range jumper.
And I'm going to give you a pass because you didn't really get to watch Jason Williams coming up and play like that. Jason wasn't known to be a shooter.
All the players are like that. But Jason Williams, his handle, his game, the way he finishes under the rim, it's all like Kyrie.
It's like Kyrie.
So Kyrie reminds me of white chocolate.
Okay. Can I add to that?
Yes.
Kyrie, I also had Kyrie. But I had Kyrie as reminds me of, I had white chocolate on I think he's a combination of more than one player, especially within the ball handling arena.
Yep.
I think Kyrie reminds me of white chocolate, right?
You had him too?
Absolutely. The creativity, the finesse. He's probably not as creative a passer as white chocolate.
Okay.
He's definitely not as creative a passer. White chocolate's passing was beyond next. He's elite.
Passing was, but handle-wise,
But handles, correct.
Yeah.
Kyrie is a better ball handler, I think, than Jason Williams. And Kyrie actually reminds me of Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons Isaiah Thomas, the handles.
Yep.
The handles. And I don't know, you'll probably know, you probably didn't get a chance to see this guy or watch his highlights. You probably may not even heard of him. You may have heard him, I don't know. But I can bet that the young generation doesn't know much about this guy who I'm about to say. But my generation knows about him. He's a legend back in the day. He played on the New Jersey Nets at that time. And he was a ball handler and he can go get a bucket. He's from New York. My man's was handles. Because that's where I kind of grew up and learned how to hoop. And listen, us Jersey hoopers, New York hoopers, one thing we got for the most part is handles. We can handle the ball. We can handle the rock.
Yep.
Right? So let us handle the rock. We get it to you. And we can go get you a bucket. Kyrie's from Jersey.
Yep.
This guy's Kenny Anderson. I don't think you know about him.
Who's that?
Correct.
Wait, was he in the 90s?
He was early on. He's in the 90s.
I don't know nobody from the Knicks. I don't pay attention to the New York Knicks. Oh, the Nets.
The Nets.
Back then, the Nets were. I didn't.
So you don't know, right? That's what I'm saying.
Did he play with Jason Kidd?
That's why I prefaced it. No, before him. That's why I prefaced it. Kenny Anderson, I believe he was a lefty. A man's got it. He had handles. So we're gonna YouTube. It's YouTubeable. His highlights are YouTubeable. He had handles. He can go get a bucket. Nowadays, after seeing all this, the game evolve and all the different moves, it may not seem anything special. But back then, before the game had evolved, this man was handles. And he can go get you a bucket. And he's a combination of white chocolate Jason Williams, Kenny Anderson, Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons Isaiah Thomas, right? With how secure, how good he's fundamentally with ball handling. And that's how Isaiah Thomas was.
Okay.
And The closest guy he reminds me of. Now, this is I'm getting closer and closer.
Okay.
The closest guy he reminds me of is his godfather.
Oh.
Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland. If you don't know Rod Strickland, I want you to, after this episode ends, after we end this episode, I want you to go do a search for Rod Strickland highlights.
Yep.
My man, listen, Rod was that guy. He shook MJ a couple times.
Yep.
Not a couple, a few times.
Yep.
He shook MJ. We talk about Iverson shaking MJ. No, Rod shook MJ too. Rod was that guy. Rod Strickland could handle the rock like no other. And when you watch Rod Strickland, the way he attacks the rim and this one hand show, the show and goes, up and unders, the acrobatic like finishes with the English on it.
Yep.
Rod Strickland introduced that whole English concept to Kyrie and the league because he said, and this is Rod himself saying that I would just stand under the rim, the mic and drill that we know about.
Yeah.
He said, I did the mic and drill, but with English on it. So every spot on that backboard, I had to figure out what spin from what angle I need to put. Because any spot on that backboard can, if you hit the ball there with the right spin on it and the right bounce, the right touch, it can go in the net. It can go right through that rim. But you just got to figure out that spin. So Rod Strickland, his handles and his ability to finish at the rim is where Kyrie learned from. And also, he's Kyrie's godfather. So it just all comes together and makes sense.
Yep.
So, sorry I had to take it to the next couple levels.
All right, so that was yours? But
that was yours.
But
it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
It's my turn, but I just had to add to that.
This is draft style. So.
Correct. So, okay. So, Kyrie, right? Kyrie's off the board.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to go with a guy who, and I'm going to get this out of the way early.
Okay.
Because, we talked about the big three.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with the guy that puts guys on posters. A guy that has that it factor.
Is he on the Wolves?
He's Himmy.
Is he on the... Oh, him? Oh.
No. Not Jimmy Butler.
Oh.
He's Himmy, though. He's him.
Don't say Himmy, then say him.
He's him. Okay, my bad.
I thought it was Jimmy Butler.
He's Himothy. All right, he's him.
Okay.
He's Himothy.
Okay.
He's his... this guy plays fearlessly. He's creative. He has a flair. He has flair to his game. He's got swag upon swag. Then he has that what is it? The cheerful smile after he does something. After he puts you on a poster or on a highlight reel, then he'll smile and he'll even talk trash to you. He'll even look at you like, really?
I think I know who it is.
And you already said the team that he belongs on.
Yeah, he plays on there right now.
Oh yeah. This man is he is the superstar. He's the future of the league. I truly believe he is going to be the face of the league at some point. When he wins that MVP, right? He's missing a true second superstar who can really help him take, that next step into the playoffs, that deep playoffs, hit that conference finals, get that experience.
Yep.
But when he gets that guy.
Imagine him and Wemby on the same team.
And if you haven't figured it out by now, this is Ant-Man.
Yep, Anthony
Edwards. Right? Anthony Edwards.
Who does he remind you of?
He reminds me of the GOAT.
MJ.
Michael.
I had the exact same thing on it. The exact same thing.
He reminds me of MJ so much, man. So much. And what's crazy is he's only gonna get better.
Yep.
Only gonna get better. So yeah. That's funny, right? We got Kyrie's back there.
Oh yeah.
We got the Kyrie's back there. We got Michael Jordan's his book back there.
Yep. We got the Jordan shirt.
Got the MJ shirt. Yeah, man. So that's who he reminds me of.
Yep.
Anthony Edwards. So he's off the board now. Anything you want to add to that?
Nah.
No? Okay.
So that was mine that I was gonna do next.
Oh, I know you were. That's why I had to take it.
But I'm gonna go. So I'm really thankful that you didn't take Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
That was going to be my next one.
Okay.
So mine is not one that you would normally think of. Jimmy B. Buckets reminds me of Charles Barkley.
Really?
Their game is totally different, but the one thing, they're both great players. But the one main thing that reminds me of both of them, Chuck lost so many chips and he's only won I don't think he's ever
No,
won.
he's never won.
But he's played
But he made it to the yeah.
like so many times with Philly and with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Same story with Jimmy.
Oh man, that's not a good reminder. That's not a good one thing. I don't think he wants to be reminded. You to remember him for that.
I know, but
okay. Wow. The
That's how I'm gonna
disrespect,
go.
man. Wow, the disrespect.
But Jimmy,
This man this are shots fired. Pop, 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 pop.
nah, but Jimmy Butler does get buckets,
Oh yeah, of course.
and
he
so
gets
does
buckets.
Barkley.
Absolutely.
They do.
Absolutely.
Like Barkley, as I said in our previous episode, in the facts one, fun facts. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. But I said that Barkley has only played 2 years in high school basketball.
Yep.
And he's still that good.
Yeah. And Jimmy was very underrated.
Definitely. He's still underrated.
He is. I mean, now he's a star.
Yeah, but he's still underrated.
I guess you could say that, I guess, to a degree. But when he was coming out, like, ain't nobody's paying attention to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Right. Especially with the Bulls when Derrick Rose is on there. So yeah, agreed, 100%.
So that's what.
Okay.
That's what mine is.
Okay, that's a good one.
Good one. What do you mean?
It's a good one that you picked Jimmy Butler, but the person he reminds you of, I don't fully go with that. I actually feel like there's somebody else who is more fitting for Charles Barkley, so I'm gonna go that way.
Okay, but still, the only.
Hey, it's your list.
The main reason I picked Chuck was because of that reason.
Yeah, I don't. No. So I'm gonna go with a more positive light here.
Okay.
And a guy who reminds me of Charles Barkley.
Oh, Barkley or Jimmy?
No, Barkley.
Barkley, okay.
A guy who I think is more fitting of Charles Barkley, of that being somebody who reminds me of him.
Yeah.
Is another person who has a similar body type.
Okay.
Has a similar, I don't know if it's a similar situation with his career and basketball and all that, like in the team he's on, but a similar body type, perhaps not playing style, but he's an undersized for the position he plays in sometimes. And he generally, you look at him and you wouldn't think that he's able to do the things that he does. And this guy he's a high flyer.
High flyer.
He's a high flyer. But just looking at him, you never think he could fly the way he flies. That's the crazy part.
Is he power forward still?
No, small forward.
Barkley's also small, basically.
Right. They were both undersized for their position.
Yeah, they were.
And this guy also, like, if like the first thing like you look at him, if you judge a book by its cover, you wouldn't think he's able to do what he does.
Paul George?
No. Paul George, Charles Barkley. No, dude.
He can dunk.
Yeah, but Charles Barkley? No.
He's small forward though.
Nah.
Well,
You give up?
This dude can't dunk, but Kawhi?
No.
He's
Kawhi
small
can
forward.
dunk.
He can?
Yeah.
Is it Kawhi?
No. Absolutely not.
What?
When I said similar body type, they're not the same body types.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? Zion Williamson.
Oh, Zion, yeah.
Zion Williamson.
Man, I should have knew that.
Should have known that, yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. Everyone's perfect. It's okay. People make
I was
mistakes.
thinking about small forwards, not power forwards.
So people make mistakes, right? So Zion Williamson is, for me, I think he reminds me so much of Charles Barkley, except that he is a high flyer. This guy can sky. Now he just needs to kind of get better and more focused on his game. Obviously, take care of his body. And similar to Charles, also had issues throughout his career, like trying to maintain his body. Similar with Zion, but I think Zion has a bright future if he figures out the whole discipline and keeping the main thing locked in on the game.
Yep.
So again, that's who I think it is. So Zion, he's my pick.
All right, so my next one, this is kind of an obvious one, but it's not the big three.
Okay.
So this is actually really obvious.
Okay.
2 shooters.
Okay.
Probably know the first one.
Is it that guy right there?
Yep. Stephen Curry reminds me of. You want to take a guess?
So it depends which angle you go with this, right? Because he is actually, I feel like he's a combination of 2 guys.
I think I know the 2 guys.
So it depends now what route you're going. If you're going strictly shooting, I'll say Ray Allen. But if you go with the moving around and getting a shot off, I'll go with Rip Hamilton It depends who you go with.
So, not Rip.
Okay. Maybe even Reggie. Reggie ran around a lot. So that's actually a better one than Ray Allen.
The two ones I thought of were Ray and Reggie.
Okay.
I didn't think of Rip.
Okay.
Because he was a mid-range shooter.
Right.
So, those are the two players I thought of.
Okay.
Then I thought of clutch moments.
Okay.
So, I went with Ray Allen.
Well, Reggie was clutch.
He was.
You remember the famous picture, New York?
Yes.
Choke?
Yes, I remember, but don't you remember the famous shot Ray Allen hit?
Of course, yeah.
Of course
absolutely.
you do. That is
from the corner.
That is a more clutch shot than Reggie Miller.
Those are facts.
So, and he just came in.
Okay.
He just came in for the Miami Heat.
Okay.
Because last year he wasn't here.
Okay.
So, yes, Ray Allen. Stephen Curry reminds me of Ray Allen.
Stephen Curry reminds you of Ray Allen for that reason.
Not just that reason. There are also both.
Multiple reasons, right? But more fitting to Ray Allen.
Yeah,
okay.
Clutch shooting.
Okay, Steph. Okay, cool. My next guy is a guy. I'm going to go with big guy now.
Okay.
It's a big man. And to me, is the closest version to an old school Hall of Fame legend.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And this guy was cooking.
I think I might know the Hall of Fame player.
He was cooking the centers out there because he was such a, he wasn't the power center. He was the guard in a center's body center.
I know who it is.
And the guy who is now in the league is a big man, but he plays like a guard, but he could still go and play like a big, heavy duty center and dominate as a center. Just depends what he's in the mood for that day. Is he in the mood for, filet mignon? Or does he want barbecue chicken? Like, what is he in the mood for?
Yep.
Right? It just depends. So, and this guy, the guy is Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid reminds me of Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon.
Knew it.
Yeah. And to me, it's almost like a splitting image, except that Embiid is definitely a bigger body.
So I knew Hakeem was one of them, but I didn't know it was Embiid because I was going back and forth with Embiid and Jokic.
No, Jokic, no.
He can play the inside game though.
He can, but he's not like that type of finesse. He's more, I don't find him to have the, he's not going to, what's it called? Like dominate in the sense like how Shaq did down there, right?
He's not doing that.
Embiid has the footwork. Whereas Jokic technically shoots that fadeaway shot he does from three, where he's fading to the side
with the right leg.
Yeah, the right leg. It's not correct footwork.
And his shot.
Correct. And it's not correct form or footwork. It works. That's fine. But Embiid is more closer to Hakeem Olajuwon in that sense, especially with the footwork,
he is.
Pivots and the pump. Yeah, he's just crazy. He's got a Euro on top of that. It's just.
All right, so this next one that I have is one that you would really, really not think of.
Okay.
So I'll give you a hint.
Sure.
So the player now, this other player that I'm picking, I don't think he plays now. He might, but I'm talking him in his prime in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Or the mid 2000s on the Blazers. And the other dude he plays on the Bulls right now.
Okay.
He used to play on the Raptors. So, DeMar DeRozan reminds me of LaMarcus Aldridge.
What? Since when?
I know
they're two different positions.
I know you're surprised, but no, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
LaMarcus is a power forward.
Correct.
And DeMar is a small forward.
Shooting guard.
No, small forward.
Well, he can play both.
Small forward.
Yeah, but LaMarcus Aldridge is nowhere near. LaMarcus Aldridge plays with his back to the basket.
So can DeRozan.
But DeMar is a mid-range shooter.
So is LaMarcus. Exactly. You're saying. Might be, but they both are clutch in the mid-range.
Yes,
clutch.
Agreed. 100%. 100%. So if you're going from that route, angle,
that's the angle
I agree with you. But as far as playing style,
okay, yeah, definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Not, but
bruh, come on. I was gonna say, what are we doing here?
But what
are we doing here?
But that reason, they're both clutch in the mid-range.
So they're clutch in the mid-range, correct? As mid-range shooters, they are absolutely lethal and deadly. You don't want to give them a mid-range shot.
Yeah, because
100%.
even Dame's rookie year buzzer beater, that was because they doubled LaMarcus.
Correct, because he was the first option.
Yeah, he was getting that mid-range shot.
Yeah, he was the first option, and then Dame obviously got the shot, and the rest is history.
Yep.
So okay, I was gonna say I hope you're able to connect this because
I am.
Yeah, because those two definitely don't belong in the same sentence together.
Listen, I have my reasons.
You have your reasons. Some may agree with them, some may very much disagree with them, but again, they're your reasons. All right, so I'm gonna go here now with which angle do I want to take this? Okay, I got it. I'm gonna go with Ja Morant.
Reminds you of who?
Ja Morant reminds me of. There's a bunch of guys now that fit this bill, right?
Yeah, a lot of guys.
Yeah, you could think.
I can think of a top of my head right now.
Correct. And a lot of people can.
Yeah.
So now they're like, what is he gonna say? Is he gonna say something crazy? Probably.
And are you?
Huh?
Are you?
I don't think so. And the obvious one, people usually I'm assuming you would think is Russell Westbrook. That's one comes to mind immediately.
That prime Russ though.
Correct. OKC triple-double Russ.
Yeah.
That comes to mind. But I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he reminds me of somebody else. Somebody who was also very dynamic and a showstopper. Somebody who, not that Russ wasn't, but this guy was, he was different. Pre-injury, he was
I know
unstoppable.
who it is. I know, if you say pre-injury, I know who it is. I know who it is.
Like he was just like people, there are point guards who would, say, I'm not gonna play tonight because I have to go against this guy, because he was just putting fear in people's hearts at that point. And that's Derrick Rose.
Knew it.
D Rose. I think I feel like Ja reminds me of D Rose.
But Ja misses the dunks. Derrick Rose.
No. He attempts also some really amazing dunks.
He does, but
and I know Derrick Rose finished whatever, but I just feel like Ja has that Derrick Rose-ish type of game of explosiveness. He's got that same flair. He's got that same swag. Like that Derrick Rose was a problem. Ja he's also a problem when he's on the court.
Yep.
So, and he's a showstopper. He is the show in Memphis, right? D Rose was the show in Chicago. So I don't know. That's for me. I feel like he reminds me of Derrick Rose, and then also like a little bit of that Russ and all that. So I'm gonna go with D Rose with Ja.
Okay. All right. So my next one, I'm gonna go with somebody who's also on our wall here.
Oh, AI.
AI.
Okay.
But he doesn't remind me of someone. Somebody reminds me of him.
Oh, really?
This dude is, you said his name before. You picked him, but it's the other one.
Oh, I think I know.
Isaiah Thomas, but Boston Isaiah Thomas. That Boston Celtics one reminds me of Allen Iverson.
Really? How? I don't think he does.
The drive, the handle, the being so short, but driving with no fear. That handle.
Wouldn't Jalen Brunson be a better fit?
No.
Why not?
He doesn't attack like AI did. IT attacks more like
Did
AI
he?
than Jalen Brunson.
Really?
Yes. And the handle.
Okay, I guess.
So
I'm not.
I'm going Isaiah Thomas.
That's fine. So you're going with Boston IT?
Yeah, Boston IT.
That IT who took them to the playoffs single-handedly.
Yes.
IT.
Now do you understand?
I got you.
Okay.
Boston Celtics who did him dirty. Isaiah Thomas.
Yes.
Got him. Okay.
Now do you understand?
No, I understand, but I still wouldn't put them together in that.
Of course you wouldn't.
I think he would.
You're not thinking of Allen Iverson like that.
Hey, it's your list. It's your list, my friend. All right. I'm going to go with the guy that's, listen, I'm a fan through and through all the way.
Okay.
And I love having a little bit of banter with my boy, with my friend about this, because there was a trade that happened which sent both guys to different ways.
Yep, and it was in the draft too.
It was in the draft, and my let's just say that as of right now, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Definitely.
I'm just trying to be nice.
You're doing great.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing nice.
No, great.
Okay, I'm doing great.
You gotta use that word.
Sure. Okay, I'll let you use it for me. And I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Luka Doncic to me reminds me of actually two guys.
Okay.
But because I can't pick two guys. I'm gonna pick one guy. I picked my 2-3 guys for Kyrie. I used them all there.
Yeah.
And the first one that usually comes to mind is Dirk.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna go with Dirk.
Their playing style isn't really.
It's some semi-similar, but they're two different positions.
Yeah.
And Luka's he's a primary ball handler. Dirk wasn't.
Dirk was give him in the post, he'll do the stuff.
Correct. He could shoot outside, absolutely, but he wasn't like the guy. Yeah, you're running your plays through him, but he's not coming down, and he does not have the handle that Luka has. He doesn't have that level of trickery that Luka has, or that vision that Luka has. So that's why I can't put them together. Shooting, yes.
Oh, definitely.
But full package, no.
Yeah.
I think Luka's actually. So I think Luka, to me, reminds me of Larry Bird more than Dirk, because they're both. When Larry came out into the league, he was that unathletic, for lack of better terms, an unathletic white boy.
Yeah.
Luka got called white boy, right? They're we always talk about how slow he is. How does he get his moves off? He's so slow.
That's the same.
He's so unathletic.
That's the same thing like Larry Bird.
Correct. He's so unathletic. And Larry Bird can shoot the lights out. Luka can shoot the lights out. They're both clutch in final moments. Multiple times, Larry talk trash. Luka can talk trash. Both can back it up. Both are relatively similar height. Similar body type, but not playing style, but they both can handle the rock. And Luka's a better ball handler. They're both tricky with their passes. If you go watch some of Larry's passes, he's very tricky. And they're both very high IQ players, which is why I feel like Luka is the next next version, or a little bit of a more European version of Larry Bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we getting close to the end?
We are. We got a little bit of time.
All right, so my next one is, this is like the obvious one.
Okay. It better be. I don't know how this IT and AI thing got there, but go ahead. I'm just saying.
So this is the obvious one. Devin Booker reminds me of.
Oh God, please don't say. Please do not say if he reminds you of, because it's not obvious if it's Kobe.
It's not?
No. Not to me. Absolutely not.
What? But yes, Devin Booker reminds me of Kobe Bryant.
Kobe? Bruh.
What?
This is that meme. You know the memes?
Yeah, but wait. Is it surprising?
I mean, listen, no. This is your list. You could stand on it by all means.
No, but you don't agree?
I don't agree.
Why? Bro. Bro.
You know, one thing and then this could be me just generalizing and just maybe, and it was a moment, but listen, Devin Booker is an amazing, phenomenal player.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely, right? 70 plus points and all that. Great player. However,
Kobe Bryant is better.
Of course, he's better. However, there was one moment in a off-season pickup game that happened, which made me question, is he really about that? In the sense that, so what happens in the off season? You work on your game. You work on some of the areas you're trying to improve on.
Yeah.
You're trying to get better.
Yeah.
Right? You're trying to go, fill in the holes in your game.
Yep.
Fill in those gaps, right? There's a moment that happened. They were playing pickup and Devin Booker was playing, right? Whatever. And he got double teamed.
Yeah.
And when he got double teamed, he kind of stopped playing and he said, "Hey, we're not doubling."
What?
He said, we're not doubling in pickup. That's what he said. And okay, and if you don't know that, so I'll let that pass, right? That you picked him, because he said that. He goes, "Oh yeah, we're not doubling in pickup in the summer." And Joakim Noah was playing against him, and he said, "Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are." And then Kobe was on a podcast with All the Smoke, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
Yes.
And they asked him a question. Oh, was it there? No, it was with the Knuckleheads.
Knuckleheads.
Where Darius Smiles and oh my God, why can't I? His name escapes me. I'm looking. I see him. His name escapes me. I'm sorry. My bad, bro. But he was on the podcast and they asked him and they go, so what are your thoughts on double teams when they would double you? And he immediately goes, you better send another one. You better send another one. That was his initial response. And then when you go back and you find out, you learn that, Kobe in his practices would play with double, triple teams because he knew that Raja Bell, Tony Allen, these guys, or Bruce Bowen, are going to come play me this way, and they're going to have double help, even triple as points. So in practices, he would practice that way with that intensity. So here's a guy welcoming double teams and saying, in off season, you better send another one. You better triple team me. You want to stop me. And even then, you ain't going to stop me. Whereas when D-Book said that, it kind of like...
I never knew that though.
Yeah, so now you know. But maybe D-Book has changed since then, right? Maybe he's changed his mentality and his approach to the game. And maybe he's gotten better because he's incorporated that double team into his practices.
Yeah, I think
and welcomed it.
I think
so. I hope he did. But I think, to me, who reminds me closest to Kobe, if we're on the topic?
Who?
A guy you wouldn't think of.
Jason Tatum?
Nope. Everyone thinks about JT. Nope. I go before JT. My guy's also retired.
I mean,
he played with, and the game playing style wasn't the same at all. However, the getting buckets, especially thinking the game, not just here, but from here. Emotionally.
Did he play in the late 2000s?
Yes.
Early 2010s?
Yes. No. I think he may have retired before then. Don't quote me on that. But he's gone. He's retired. He played for our local team at one point. He was a star on that local team.
Wait, which team?
Local, where we're at. For the Wizards.
Oh, he plays right now?
He played for the Wizards.
Gilbert Arenas?
Gilbert Arenas.
What?
He reminds me more closest of Kobe, especially with the mentality and how he approached the game. He learned a lot from Kobe, obviously. He played with him, right, during that same phase, same era. But mentally, from a mentality standpoint, understand the game, studying. He studied Kobe. We always talk about him dropping 60 on Kobe. Kobe in the game afterwards, when Kobe came after the 60s and they came to Washington to play them, and Kobe was heated. He still dropped 30 plus on him, and Kobe was determined to stop him, but Gil knew. So to me, Gil is probably closer to Kobe.
I think he is, but D-Book, he's the main player now.
So was Gil.
Used to be though.
Well, right now, so that's why I wouldn't put D-Book next to Kobe. At least from what I saw, that may have changed. I don't know, and if it did, great. But as of right now, I think there is no next Kobe. As of right now, if anybody, you could put the big three in there. Okay. One of the big three in there.
All right.
So, all right, my bad. But next. But you learned something new.
I did.
You learned something new. All right. I'm going to go with a guy, and this might be a little controversial. You might look at me now the same way I was looking at you. And I think this guy who reminds me of this other guy, the older guy was better.
He was?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, in my opinion, absolutely. Hands down. Okay. Hands down. Jason Tatum reminds me of Tracy McGrady, T-Mac. But T-Mac was so much better than Jason Tatum.
Yes, he was, but what?
Yeah.
No.
Their ability to score and get a bucket. The way Jason Tatum has grown and his body type, he's also, and the way he's reading the game now. When he initially came into the game, he was young, he's learning the game. But now the way he's reading the game, the way he's reading defense, the way he's playing games with the defense, making the right reads, and scoring at will. He scores at will at this point now.
Who, Tatum?
Tatum, yeah. He's gotten to that point. Yeah, he's gotten to that point where he's very, very dependable. And if you want a bucket, give it to JT.
I disagree.
That's fine. You're welcome to disagree. But T-Mac to me was a more athletic version.
He could get a bucket whenever he wanted.
Correct. Well, he was also the scoring leader.
Yeah.
I think JT is closely getting to that point. I think he's getting there. He's not there yet, but he's getting there.
Okay.
So that's who I think.
All right. My next, maybe last one. So this is, you would also look like the same face at me. But I'm talking just paint here.
Just paint. Okay.
And not like.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Just paint.
Not deep shooting.
Okay.
Just paint. Because this player now is way better at deep shooting
Okay.
than this other player.
Okay. Well, that wasn't a thing back then if you're going back. So.
And this is 70s. So
Oh, yeah. Was the 3-point line even out at that point? Yeah. So.
it was out at 80.
Yeah. So again.
So Nikola Jokic reminds me of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Huh. Really?
Yeah. Because
Minus the hook shot?
no, Jokic, he has a move that is kind of like the hook shot.
Okay.
That right leg fadeaway, when he does it in the paint, it's...
but he's facing the basket.
I know, but it's unstoppable.
It is unstoppable.
Sometimes he's in the post and he does it.
True. It's an unstoppable move. Correct.
And so is Kareem's.
Kareem's is, yes, but the shot was totally different, right? Jokic is still facing the basket.
But he can do it in the post too.
He still faces the basket, whereas Kareem, his elbow was to the basket.
Like this.
So they're two different shots.
But still.
Right? One is like this from the front. One is to the side over your head.
But both of them were dominant.
Absolutely.
In the paint.
Absolutely. So if you go from just a scoring prowess like them, you want a paint bucket.
Yep.
Them two are absolutely dependable.
Yep.
Absolutely dependable.
Yep.
From that aspect, yes.
Yep.
Otherwise, maybe not.
Of course.
So, okay.
Of course.
I'm going to go with my last one, though. This is my last one.
Okay.
All right. And this is a guy who I'm trying to like see how I want to do this. Actually, you know what? I take it back. This is not my last one. I have one more.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use this as my last one. Hopefully, if you don't take it.
Okay.
This guy reminds me of CP3.
He plays right now?
Plays right now.
He's like a youngster?
He's young. He's young. He's not like fresh into the league, but he's young enough to be, he's been in the league for a while. And he's very soft-spoken, very quiet. You barely like, he's not in like the, mainstream media, but my God, this guy, as a point guard, he got handles, he got a shot. He is, let's just say anybody will take him on their team.
Does he, oh wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's welcomed on.
Does he?
And how he's not an all-star is because of the team he may play on.
And does he play on a bad team?
They're not the team that you would normally think of.
I might think of it.
Okay.
Toronto?
No. No. He's a point guard.
I was thinking Scotty Barnes.
No. Stop it. Point guard. We know how much one of our friends likes Scotty Barnes.
Oh. The All-Star game.
Because Trey had to play behind Scotty Barnes.
But a point guard, he didn't make the All-Star game.
I don't think so. He may have, maybe a previous year, but this year he didn't. In 2023, I don't think he did.
I don't.
Super underrated, highly talented, very quiet, goes about his business, handles business.
And you're saying he's like CP3.
I think he's CP3-ish.
Point guard, right?
Yeah. But he's yeah. They're tricky. They have like we wouldn't say they're the same game, but they're very like tricky and crafty, great handles, ability to score at any level. I
don't think you might answer this question, but were they drafted before or after 2020?
I think he was drafted. Oh, that's a great question. I don't even know, honestly. I don't know.
Is it close to 2020?
It's sometime close to that, yeah. Yeah. Actually, yes, he did make the All-Star team, but this was a while back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Point guard has a handle. Can it be? Man, he plays on a not so good team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, LaMelo.
No, stop.
No.
CP3? Nah.
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
Stop it.
I forgot about the whole CP3 thing.
No.
He's young.
What will it be?
So
no, nothing.
A point guard now, on a not so good team. Oh, Cam Thomas.
No. All right, you're out of options now.
Bruh.
This is Darius Garland.
Oh,
Darius Garland.
He wasn't drafted near 2020.
I told you I didn't know when he was drafted.
Oh my God, bro! What are you thinking?
So all I know is Darius Garland to me reminds me of CP3.
You know the Cavs are the third best team in the East right now.
Are they? Are they?
They are.
Listen, the Cavs don't always come to mind.
God, God, bro.
They don't always come to mind.
If you told me they were a pretty good team in the league, I might have knew.
I don't find them to be a good.
They're the 3rd seed in the East.
Listen, it's like Utah. They make it and then they fall off. They make it, they fall. Everybody's all up on Utah, and suddenly the Utah's missing in the playoffs. This is what the Cavs are like now. So Darius Garland to me reminds me of CP3. Let's go next.
Next,
Let's do our last ones now.
so I'm gonna go.
No, you ain't got one. No, that's it. You ran out of your list. Just pick somebody at random.
Fine. I'm gonna go Sean Kemp,
Oh, Sean Kemp.
the person that reminds.
Man.
Oh! Giannis.
Giannis? Sean Kemp?
They both paint, power,
Yeah, but Sean Kemp's a high flyer.
power,
He's a high flyer.
power though.
Sure, okay.
Like
okay.
the power and the paint, both of them.
True, but Kemp was a high. Not that Giannis can't high fly, but Kemp's vertical and putting people on posters was at another level. Another level. You want to try a different buy?
No.
Really?
I'm staying with that.
Okay,
I'm staying with what I picked.
that's fine.
They're both monsters in the paint.
And I'm so glad you said that. I am so this is the chemistry. Because my last pick was Giannis, and he reminds me of a monster. That's what I was closing out with.
Who?
Right there.
Sean Kemp?
Giannis. Giannis reminds me of a monster.
Who is the monster?
The Monstars.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the monster.
actually?
Yeah.
Oh, nice!
So it's so coincidental.
What?
So coincidental that you said that.
Wow. Wow.
And on that note, that's the best way to end it.
Oh my God.
That is the best way to end it.
Oh my God.
So, yep.
Wow.
We couldn't have
What?
planned that any better. Wow.
What?
That was crazy, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's chemistry. That's chemistry. My man. My man.
My
All
God.
right. Yep.
Wow.
That was awesome. So, all right. So on that note, we appreciate you guys joining us, tuning in. Remember to like, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Just reach out. Let us know. Hit us up in the comments. You want to see something, you want to see an episode, you want to hear an idea, you want to just hear a viewpoint on something. If you have a viewpoint on something, let us know. We love to hear it. Good, bad, or ugly, listen, we can handle it. Right? We big boys here.
Yep.
We big boys here. And Tate is learning as well, right?
Yep.
The internet's full of every kind of flavor out there. Every kind of flavor out there. But we welcome it all. We appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. Remember to like, share, subscribe once again at Oh Kiddan. All your social media platforms, you'll find us. We're available. Again, ring that bell, share with a friend, let somebody know, let a neighbor know, let a Gwandi know, right? Let a Ristadar know, let a Pampra know.
Yep.
Let somebody know.
Yep.
All right. With that, see you later. Alvida, Havjo, Khudafis, and Sat Sri Akal. Peace.
Peace. Oh Kiddan.